In 1934, Torres Garcia wound up leaving Europe and returning to Uruguay. And when he returned there, he founded a workshop, the Taller Torres Garcia, where he educated an entire generation of South American artists in the constructivist geometric style that he had developed while working in Europe. And we're really lucky to have these two wonderful paintings by one of his most famous students, Gonzalo Fonseca, who's actually best known as a sculptor. But I think that in these two paintings, you can see the way that Fonseca adopted Torres Garcia's teachings. One of the reasons we wanted to include these paintings in the exhibition is that this beautiful connection between these kind of simple, heavily outlined forms that are almost reduced to symbols, and the shapes and structures that Torres Garcia used in his designs for toys. So Fonseca, who we see here, wound up moving to New York City, where he became very good friends, coincidentally, with Isamu Noguchi. And like Noguchi, he was a big believer in the idea that sculpture and design could be used to create spaces for social engagement and for creative play. For instance, he designed a plaza playground for Waterside Plaza in New York in the 1960s and 1970s. This is a reproduction of his plans for that playground that, like Noguchi's, would use kind of abstract sculptural forms as interventions into the space, inviting people to move around them, move through them, move over them, climb on them, and interact with each other. Like Noguchi, some of Fonseca's plans for play spaces were executed. This is one that he designed for the city of Reston, Virginia. It's called Sunboat. And he's created this kind of wonderful, very simple concrete boat that invites children to, make voyages, imaginary sea voyages in it as they look out at the water beyond.